ST4 players have got through passport control. They're on the plane and we are changing our destination. It is Rondo coming up now for these teams, and this is a map that plays oh so different to the rest. It's got its own intricacies. It's got the EMP zone. It's got those monoliths, those spires that teams like to play on top of. And not to mention, probably my favorite vehicle in the game right now, the Pico Bus.
Yeah, Pico Bus is awesome. But the one thing to note about this plane is it's very southern. So I'd actually love to see a Tin Long Garden ending. Like, just the terrain all the way down to the south is so good and conducive for just playing on foot and pushing teams. So I would really love to see that. As long as we just don't go to Jadena City, I'll be happy.
The thing is, right, Tin Long, some designers, map designers and developers made an absolutely beautiful part of the map. Like, it's so scenic down there.
We never see it.
We never see it. So,
what is this? Hold on, there is 3 teams in Jadena City right now.
When is there ever one team in Jadena City? Right, anyways, we're going to get stuck into the action here. Godspeed. James running towards 10 Triple. Looks like he doesn't have a gun in his hand yet. Wonder how well 10 will he find. Oh yeah, James. Point on the board there. Now you look at it, right, Norway, it looks like Philippines went for like a Jadena City split. And Norway were like, yeah, we can't get to our main drop, we're going to go to our alt drop. But I can't remember the last time if I've ever seen a first kill of a game on Rondo being in Jadena City.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And if you're Poland, you're looking at the kill feed like, yes, you know how it feels.
If you're USA or Australia, you're probably going, yes, 10 Trip's not here either.
Right. I mean, the Philippines have been a thorn in multiple team sides.
What I love about that is we've had a kill, and the players met it up and looted, and Germany are still parachuting from the plane drop.
Nice and slow is the best way to describe their play style, but it tends to work for them. So
they want to be the PNC 2025 champions. I think that's a tough ask, but inside the top 8 as things stand, a good performance here can put them right up alongside Thailand and China if they can secure a win. I think this is map yesterday's where we started to see some of the good play from Argentina really start to come in. They've got another good circle. I think this is the sort of circle that suits them better. They didn't get direct center, but they can loot and move into positions. Lil Ghost has extended up from China, from test track, to take his position in the center of the circle as well. Shrimsy with the same mindset. So a couple of individual players with the same kind of mindset. Let's extend away from the team, secure a compound near the middle of the circle, allow the rest of the team to loot, and then join me a little later.
Yep, and you can see that's kind of what Little Ghost did as well, even though China was already well positioned in test track. You can see, though, that Australia is getting dangerously close to the team of China. Meanwhile, it's going to be High Man hiding from Calbs, trying to maybe get a little something cheeky off this rotation out of Jadena.
He's heard something. There's the only reason he's here is he feels like Philippines are going to go for that tag or try to take on the fight. Because let's be real, Philippines are another team that's been really good at using the recall system. So it's a good idea, a good situation of understanding your enemy, understanding your opponents. But Calbs has gone for an extremely wide wrap, and that could be a problem for him and if he isn't aware. And I think that Calbs is being really clever about how he's playing this.
He is, but the problem is Norway knows exactly what he's doing. Hyman heard his vehicle, so they know he's there. And even though he is trying to be sneaky, the element of surprise really isn't on it. I mean, you can tell he's not even worried about Jadena behind him.
Yeah, he's keeping an eye on the other side of the bridge to make sure, or just to double check if anyone from Norway had already left that position. Are there any vehicles there? But that's kind of the main talking point that we have. Other things worth noting, I suppose, at this point is how close Germany are to Denmark, as we just get that brought up on your screen by Zhao Tin as they look to move in. I think that Denmark should be aware. Both teams dropped off the plane at the same time. You'll see Germany rotating this way. And if you look right here, I think that's Doffy is getting so close to Mika.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're just going to run into each other here. Doffy, I'm not sure if they've seen each other quite yet. And this fight is just taking right outside the circle. So realistically, if Denmark wanted to, if Germany wanted to, they could take the time to fight this. And there really isn't another team near enough to them to actually punish this. So this could just straight up be a 4-on-4.
Yeah, Calb's rotating back this way again. He's done a lot of scouting work, a lot of good work for his team. And Himon has not given up his ghost either. He has a job, but he's...
Oh!
He scouted the bridge.
I love this. It looks like the Philippines have actually tried to counter-camp Norway on this bridge because of the information Calbs was able to get.
I think that's great. It's really a good idea to counter that bridge. But look what Norway are doing. They're thinking that's a possibility.
So they're going north.
So they're going north. It's these little
layers.
It's chess.
Yeah.
It is chess. But the thing is, it's not one team against another. It is 16 teams on the same board. And it can just be crazy. But all these little decisions is going to impact everybody else. The fact that this has taken so long gives like Chinese Taipei, Xavier, the chance to move. The fact that this fight here by Zhao Tin with Germany and Denmark has gone on for so long, it might give Indonesia the opportunity to get into the circle a little bit quicker than them. Korea could take some spots that maybe Denmark might want to play. Everything is having an impact on, every player has an impact on every other player, and there's no game like it.
That's why we love it, especially at this level, watching these teams make those decisions, navigate the difficulties, and just the variables, because that's really what PUBG is about. It's about managing the variables. Sometimes you can't. That's just the way the game is, but other times we see some truly incredible plays. You can see it looks like Australia is starting to really chase down China, and looking down, Norway still is in Jadena City, at least James is.
Yeah, Calbs has got the idea that they're still going to hold for that recall system, right? And that's why Himmin is still here. He's like, I want to make sure that they have no chance of getting it. Himmin has gone down to the low ground, and that might cause some problems. Look, they're so close. They have no clue.
This is crazy.
They're running.
Oh, I think he saw him.
He knows.
Hyman finally saw him, but Calbs turns.
They both know. They both know. The game is up. The game is up now.
The jig is up.
Oh, my.
What is going on? They're just mirroring each other. This is a dance.
Both players are like, I'm going to outbrain you. You're going to run back. Or you're going to keep running. I'm going to run around and wrap and catch you. You know what we need?
So silly, but so sick at the same time. I mean, this is... It may look funny, but this is actually very high level.
You know the Benny Hill music?
Yes, I do.
You just play that over this, and it is perfect. Himmin, though, I think he's got himself in a bit of a tough spot because he needs to vault up now or jump, which will make a ton of noise. I think Calbs, if I'm looking at the rest of the players, you've got CJ looking this. Oh, the rest of Norway have come back.
They want to deny this.
This is going to cut him off. This is so much fun. Itzy's going to get up onto Calbs. Has seen Itzy now too.
And he sees it, and he knows he's in trouble now. But there's another player from Norway looking, and it's going to be James. He's going to take a spray. Nothing hits. Fortunately for Calbs, and he's going to make it out of there. They're just going to give up.
All that for nothing.
You say nothing, but I mean, oh, look at this. He's like, ha, I bet they think I'm truly gone.
It's just like every player's like trying to big brain the other one.
And this is all for 10 Trip, by the way.
Yeah. The battle for 10 Trip. That tag. It's like Saving Private Ryan.
Hashtag battle for 10 Trip. I mean, that's literally what this is. Norway refuses to give up. And you know what? 10 Trip is a damn good player to keep off the field because he is a menace.
And Norway have nothing to lose here either in 14th
They really
place.
don't. Yeah, I mean, well, also, with the circle being the way it is, they have an easy path in on the east if they get rid of Philippines. So this is fine. And get more points. Why not?
And the longer this goes on, the more space that actually will be opened as teams move closer to the center of the circle. Now, as we see, the blue zones got involved. Norway are pinging out where they think these players are. Calbs has got... See, Intense doesn't want to shoot until he's guaranteed the knock.
Yes, which is wise.
And that knock won't come until Calbs spots somebody. There you go. There's the hit. He needed the second shot. I think he fired at the right time because Calbs whipped out the bolty.
Well, he also stopped in that bush, and he thought he was probably unseen.
Yeah. So what's going on elsewhere? What's been happening on everywhere else inside of Rondo?
Not much, honestly. All these teams have just managed to find themselves a good position in the circle, and everyone is just waiting. I mean, that's pretty much the game. And with a map like Rondo, generally every circle is going to be on playable land, right? You're not going to have too many areas that's unplayable. So this is generally what happens early in Rondo. You don't see too much craziness happening as far as fights, early crashes, because there's just so much real estate that you can actually play.
And Saving Private 10 Trips looks like it's about to happen, so Philippines will go get that tag, and 10 Trip, the menace, will be back. Inside of Neox factory, you've got UK getting really close to Australia, who are holding on to this position not only due to its value, but due to the fact the recall system's there. Australia's done that a few times over today.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think UK, Vard with the eye in the sky, he's decided, you know what, I don't think this is our best play. I think you're better to fall back. And Vard's going to scout out the circle, and that's going to shift heavy to the south. And that's really good news for Philippines.
That's incredible for Philippines. All right, that's good for Philippines, but that's incredible for USA and for Thailand. They are in prime real estate position. Calbs, of course, will get up 10 trip. And you know what? I love the fact that Philippines just weren't going to give up. They're going to get that fourth player, or they're going to fight a team and die for it.
Yeah, and look, he's worth it. Like, 10 trip to me has been
worth it.
He's the breakout player of PNC for me, right? His stocks are on the up. Denmark are hunting down China now. Zhao Wu and Little Ghost are in the same Datsy. They're going to hit a tree. That'll hit them and move on. And I think Denmark, they hopped out for the fight. China are going to move on. They'll continue to go north. And there's no harm with Denmark chasing because they're still so close to center.
Yeah.
And I think that even though you didn't get a knock, just by putting that pressure on the China and forcing them away, it's a good move.
It is, and China also just getting away from that fight also find themselves in a strong position here currently in this split. The only real threat is going to be the split above Brazil, but they don't have to move for a while either.
Chinese Taipei, they're rotating in from the north. They'll intersect Korea and Australia, going past test track as things stand. Salute spots them out, but even as good as Salute is, that's a tough one. Give us some dogfight. Come on, Vard. Yeah, he's going for it.
A little aerial battle, if you will.
Flight of the Valkyrie should be playing. Now we had Benny Hill earlier. Now we should get some Flight of the Valkyrie as these two
but the
teams.
blue zone, or I say the EMP zone. Ixlef will find Sparking in the distance.
That's a really long knock.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the Sparking should be able to get picked up. That shouldn't be a problem for him. Little Ghost, though, is going to take some time to get a spray out towards Chinese Taipei, and I would be surprised if he hit any of those. That is a crazy distance to try to hit something. Gustav as well will find a small amount of damage, but nothing crazy. I say that, but Ixlef will find Malrush, and the flush will come from Zhao Wu.
Yeah, Saviors looks like he's going to jump out too. It looks like they're going to lock into this fight with Denmark as Gustav will start tossing his nades across the road. They've got deployable shields up to provide extra cover. Leo is looking to wrap up onto the high ground on the other side. All these nades are going to naturally flow into the valley that Denmark are in, so even if you go long, it rolls back. But Leo almost had he had him dead to rights, but he didn't get the knock.
Oh, this nade, though. This nade could be absolutely huge. It bounces, fortunately, for Denmark, but it's Savior now with a separate angle. And a molly. This is so much pressure for Denmark to deal with, and they're getting picked apart.
Gustav down and out now. Doffy and Ketter need to work together. Jiawei with another nade of his own being thrown in. That's another good nade, but the vehicle's going to take the brunt of the shrapnel. That nade could be a little bit better. The vehicle explodes and Jiawei eventually gets it done. And Denmark deleted. And here come the Chinese.
Chinese now trying to pick up the pieces. The problem is Chinese Taipei didn't incur any losses at all. None of them knocked, but they might get punished here for going for the loot.
The terrain works for China as they push towards Chinese Taipei. Good nade thrown on in, could do a ton of damage. Ming Ming will find the knock on the Savior, and now it's all systems go for China. Another nade will be tossed as he tries to read a player, going for the res. Fluky was in the sky, and he's just been...
I love that opportunity. I was going to say Fluky generally will flex out from Thailand and try to get involved in these third parties to pick some points, but he just happened to knock himself. I don't know what happened there, but China now full steam ahead is going to push forward. Leo will find one to try to stop them, but Zhao Wu will get control.
And Brazil got a push now. China are weak. They've sustained a knock, but how quickly can you get into position? Sparking and BL just do the exact same thing China did. Throw your nades into the valley. Trick from Indonesia gets Sololze from Vietnam, and that's a big knock for Indonesia as they look to secure this section of the map. Himas is still alive, though, on the south side of Yulin. Himas, he's just better. It's not fair.
He's just better. It is what it is.
It's honestly, it's not fair. He's literally got plot armor, he's got level 7 gear, he's just insane. Himas is going to move in, he'll get the res on the Tanvu. Trick will do the same on the Setsuna. But Delwyn, he'll start to get the off angle here as well. The rest of Vietnam, or these Vietnamese players, They've been in this situation before.
And this is a crazy rotation from Korea, as this is completely blind. There's no way they could have known that any of this space was open. That's why they currently are out in the open area.
I don't like this position.
I don't like it either. I mean, they can get protected by USA depending on what UK does here, but yeah, I mean, at least they made it into the circle for now.
Yeah, UK will rock up onto these silos here, and that's bad news bears for, I think, Korea if they get that angle. But for now, Korea will just look to set up. Maybe they just wait.
Looking at the position, though, there really isn't anyone that can punish Korea, so this is low-key genius.
Depends on if Norway can get to the ridgeline to the north of them, and then they've got a great line of sight in towards Korea. Yeah, Korea, I think they've made the right decision.
They realize that the west is way better. That ridge, I agree 100% with them and with you.
Yeah, so I think they heard UK fully. Maybe they wanted to check that out, but they heard UK, the shots from USA fall back, and that cuts off Norway from that position now too. So in reality, not only have you got there first, you've given Norway less of an opportunity for a rotate into the zone.
Yeah, this is wonderful decision-making from Korea. They will find themselves now in one of the stronger positions currently.
Yeah, Himas just doing Himas things. He get the knock and flush onto Setsuna, as that's point 132 now for Vietnam. They have sustained one knock as a player is down, but that shouldn't be for too long, as they should get everybody back on their feet. Norway just a couple of seconds to...
Oh, 80!
I wouldn't say they were too late to the party, but that knock all of a sudden gives them a chance, and oh no, Korea have got a panzer. Korea have got the perfect answer if Norway try to full send it in.
Oh, and what a shift.
Look at Himman. Himman got raining and Guman.
Oh.
And USA are helping out Korea.
That is craziness. Norway fighting tooth and nail, and USA just coming in and ruining things for them.
I like the aggression from Norway. Korea now sole, the only real player standing, and Tens will pick up kill number 3. You can hear the Norwegian fans. They like that. The Korean fans, not so much, as we have silence elsewhere. China will move into the circle now as they get pretty close to where Seoul is playing. This bowl right now that China are in, I like it. I actually think it's okay.
It's good, but unless Seoul makes a heroic effort here, he's coming up on the backside of China. I don't know if they're ready for this though, but Ming Ming will spot him out.
Oh, he's going to switch over to the gun now. He doesn't have time for the nade. Kickstart, though, is going to help. Seoul is eliminated. But just like that, Korea lose even more ground in China. They now jump without in second place. And Vietnam are going to get Sololze back. They're back to a 4. It is big for Vietnam.
Someone needs to stop Vietnam, man. They are just running away with this. They are unstoppable.
It's going to need to get like a bounty on their heads at this point.
I might take the whole lobby, honestly, at this point. I'm not even sure. Australia, though, continuing to struggle. Luke 12 out all the way in the blue. And he's going to get taken down by Algin bots.
Yeah, Philippines, they got their man back. Tentrip, he'll get the knock onto Santa with the Dragonov. And Tentrip will get his point, showing why it was so important to bring him back into play. Brazil, they don't want any of it. They're going to leave Santa to his fate. They'll keep going into the circle as Thailand will get a kill confirmed on to Argentina. And here come the Germans.
The Germans indeed. And they still have to contend with UK as well. Micah is going to find Draft King. That's going to be the first of them to fall. Emmy now just trying to survive, get the hell out of there. He's going to stop down tentatively close to China's dip. He'll be okay for now. In fact, it's just Emmy.
See if Emmy gets a couple of points from this position now for placement. Korea are going to be like, we had that. That's exactly where we pulled up. And we left a little earlier. We were like, oh, this is brilliant by Korea. Just to get wiped by Norway. China, Vietnam, there comes Sololze back into the fray. He'll be able to land and hopefully get some loot for himself. Philippines as well. They're going to wrap in very close now to Thailand. It looks like Calbs went for the crate. Thailand are really close by, and USA are looking this way too. But the thing is, because of the terrain, USA can do nothing about it. Even though they're so close, they just can't see these players.
Well, and this is an opportunity for Brazil to third party if these two teams start to fight. And that shift is, wow, that is money for China.
They're doing as well. That'll be the end of Argentina. Jacob will get a kill on Algin bots as Philippines now getting put to the sword. Brazil are here now too. Rossiter Jr. with cantrip, and then that'll be a kill confirmed. In Philippines, one player left standing, CJ, up on the high ground by the blue, but Brazil with a utility to throw this way as well. That nade actually, that was friendly fire potentially, that nade from afar. And here come Indonesia as well.
Indonesia now with an opportunity to get some more kills across into the circle, and they are going to backstep beautifully, but no, it's Sparking, and the rest of Brazil able to hold them off, but now Sparking has to get them both up, and you know Thailand has recognized that this is an opportunity for them to wipe out Brazil.
Yeah, nades being tossed on in. Brazil will hear them drop on by. They don't land close enough, but Sparking will get out of there. He's going to keep on moving, but for Brazil, this has not gone to plan. 5 kills on the board will get them into 10th place. Sparking though inside the blue, 3 damage every single second, make that 5 damage every second he stays inside the circle. Ain't looking like a good game for them. But while all that was going on, Thailand chased UK, they're wrapping in, and Braxco will find a knock on the T-bone.
Poland now with a huge opportunity to get rid of Vietnam and stop their points from just overflowing and becoming too uncontrollable. And there it is. So Vietnam will fall outside of the points.
And now the door has been opened. Can China get themselves another 10, 15 points to close that gap? Well, 10 points would be great for them from this point now. Thailand wrapping in. Here's the push on to Alo. Kiss will step on in, and Kiss will shut him down. Thailand will deal with the first player. Kurt, he'll reposition. Nade at the ready. This is what Kurt is oh so good at. Bounces it off the wall. It should be good. It's great from Kurt. He fell. But is someone going to take advantage? Shrimsy wraps around the side, deals a little bit of damage onto Jacob, but a follow-up nade will be thrown. Jacob uses the smoke to disappear off into the distance. And while all this is going on, Kiss is getting that res.
Yeah, this would be a disaster for USA to fall. They've been in this position for so long. They've held it, but they weren't able to get any kills out of it. You stated it was rough, and look at this. Poland now fighting back.
Kickstart.
Kickstart knocks
C4. He C4'd him. He got Jacob. He took himself down, but he might have just opened up an opportunity. PNC with the MG3 firing towards Poland as they want to get involved. Cappy will fall. Norway eliminated 5 kills from Poland. So much better from the Poles over the last 2 maps.
They are really coming alive, but it's just down to Shrimsy. He has the Panzer. The Molly is out the front. He's going to get one, but it's not done yet. His work is not over. As he's still low, Jacob, as well as Kiss, still stand.
Yeah, he's going to step into the smoke. Blue zone nades to try
the double.
Back the push.
Double blue zone.
It's going to be really, really good, but Kiss is wrapping around the edge. There's a shield protecting Shrimsy. That is all Kiss needs to know to work out where Shrimsy is. Smoke in position. Kiss will just bide his time and wait, but a good the stun actually helps out Shrimsy a little bit, but Kiss will get the kill, and down fall the USA. Thailand, they jump into 3rd. I think they've now leapfrogged over Korea as well.
What a save from Thailand. And as you stated, the leaderboard is getting even tighter there, at least from 2nd to 4th. As Germany now, relatively quiet, but still managed to get 5 kills controlling the south side of the circle. Great job for them. We said we wanted to see more kills out of their edge control, and so far this game they've delivered.
Yeah, and back-to-back wins for them if they can get it would be huge. And honestly, this is even better because they're holding zone control. Chris and Zerat are staying in the circle. Brax and Mika are watching what Poland are going to do from this point. I think Poland are making the right choice, maybe play the edge of the circle a little bit longer.
Even wrap north.
Yeah, and like Sparking's still alive, by the way, worth pointing out.
Crazy. This blue is hurting, by the way. This is phase 6. The fact that he's still alive, I wonder if he has enough meds to get in. You can see Ixlef now and Little Ghost, the duo left of China, trying to fight the duo of Thailand. Kiss and Jacob now inching closer and closer in. This fight is happening inside the circle, but look at Poland. The opportunity for kills is there.
Yeah, the opportunity as well. China looking to get up into the 90s, and you got Thailand looking to hunt them down. Ixlef throws it down. Cappy gets the angle on the Jacob, but not enough with one to get the knock. That'll be Chris finding Masters as the Germans turn their attention to the Poles, and Chris will pick up that kill. Poland down to 2 players left alive, but Cappy not done yet, firing towards China as they will dip back into cover. 2 players up. But do Thailand have the utility? It looks like they don't after that fight with USA.
No.
One nade could be all it would take to deal with China.
And you can see the position here of Germany. Brex holding far anchor, and then the other three members pushing up towards the team of Poland in order to wipe them out and get a few more kills on the board until they start to turn their focus onto Thailand and China.
Germany looked like they might have gotten some level 3 gear as well. Sparking, you can see the damage he has taken as he sprints directly behind Thailand. And you know this guy as much as I do. If he sees a Thai player, he will die in the blue to get that kill. He will, he couldn't. Pufa spotted him out. Another point for Poland as they climb that leaderboard even more. With Thailand with a 2, China with a 2, Poland with a 2, and Germany with 4. But look at how far Chris
Germany
had extended.
has to be careful. Yeah, I was going to say, if they eat a knock here, and there it is, it's Chris will go down, and so their man advantage is just down to 3 instead of 4.
And you look at the angle that Thailand have. Why was Chris extended so far? He had 0 cover.
I mean, he just wanted to get some utility onto the feet of Poland, but yeah, it definitely came back to bite him as they're all going to retreat. Now you can see Germany very careful now. They do not want to lose another player and throw this game.
Yeah, 3 is a lot. It's a lot more difficult to win a game with a 3 than it is with a 4. You can see Kiss using that shield, but Thailand need to move pretty soon. The circle is closing in on their position.
I will say, though, the good news for them is that the other teams are not in, and their path in is not easy. So Germany's still in the driver's seat. We'll see if they can execute properly here, as China is just looking for a way in, but there really isn't one.
It's just rocks. The only cover is really rocks inside a circle like this, and Germany have great angles on all of them. Cappy, no kills yet, but begging for Jacob to peek this way. Mika, don't take too much ground. You don't need to get too aggressive at this point. You saw what happened a little earlier. Smoke is now going to bloom as Brax. Yeah, this rock. I think it's a good move for Brax. Go. Jacob turns his attention over, and Jacob is going to get a knock on to Cappy as Poland will suffer a lock at the edge of the circle.
Exliff now. You can see that he's looking for that angle, but time is running out. The blue is closing in. This is phase 7. It is, you can see it chunking. Jacob will go down. Kiss will follow.
Yeah, Mika finds that kill. It's a 3v1, v2 now. Poland desperately trying to get that res onto Cappy, and China closing the gap. Looks like he's picked him up. He's going to carry him to the rock, but time is an issue, and he's going to fall. Jacob gets the shots, and Pufa 1 HP as Thailand with 1 player up will manage to get a kill secured. Or sorry, with 1, a kill from beyond the grave, I should say. But this should be Germany's game.
Yeah, and to Germany's credit, they're really making it difficult for the other teams. They're taking a good position. Zerath will find Pufa. He will go down, and now it's just a 3-on-2. Germany versus China. Oh, but a knock from Exliff. That could start things.
That's the worst thing you could have done. Don't give China a knock. And the way Germany are playing, they're all isolated. You're giving another 1v1. You're giving Exliff another chance to get a knock. And this time it's on to Zerath. Nade. This could be brilliant. This could be so good. It bounces. Mika almost falling. But China looking to bring this game back from the brink. Mika delivering 24 damage of his own here. Godspeed. But this is 50-50.
There's no support here for Mika. He's got to do this solo. You can see that angle's cut off from his teammate of Zerath, and Exliff is just working this angle.
But look at the circle. Nobody apart from Exliff and Mika are in it. There's nowhere to play for these teams once that next circle pops. So Lil Ghost is going to try to crawl his way all the way around the edge of the circle. Zerath isn't even looking this direction. He's focused on Exliff's position. He's dropped his backpack. He's dropped whatever he doesn't need to make him as low profile as possible. I'm getting flashbacks to day 1 PUBG.
Yeah, the snake in the grass strategy, and he's making his way. I mean, Little Ghost might find a spot to play. Oh, no! Exliff with a massive double and another headshot. Unreal.
China looks set for victory. Germany snatching defeat from the hands of victory, but China's Exliff is so damn good. Little Ghost, backpack gone, but still looking to put Germany into one. The nade is thrown, but it's a little bit short. Mika needs a knock. Desperation plays now for the Germans as they try to get the win. X-Left forces Mika to eat another round of 5-5-6. But China are so good. Little Ghost with a win, and they close that gap to Vietnam.
That's gonna sting. That's gotta sting if you are Germany.
Look at the fans. They're right there. They're loving it. They're waving their flags. But it just goes to show, no matter how many players you have, no matter how good a position you're in, if someone like X-Left is given just an inch, he is going to take it and more.
And it started with them losing Chris. It started with that, then they had 3, then X-Left isolated another angle, then the pressure was on, then Little Ghost was able to prone, and they lost track of him, so it was all down to X-Left to really make the play. And of course, the second that he was given anything, just barely a pixel of a head, he ripped off Mika's top, and he was able to close out the game. What a player.
And that's some of the better aggression we've seen from China. That whole game, they didn't back off of a single fight. They brought the fight to Chinese Taipei with a third party. They did it successfully. They brought the fight to Thailand. They held their, I think just staying alive in that fight with Thailand was so vital to their survival in that game. Like Thailand not having a nade because of the fight with the USA is another reason why Thailand were able to get that victory.
Right.
Like it goes to show everything that happens is going to help somebody and hinder someone else.
Yeah, it's the butterfly effect, right? These dominoes fall and then they just shape the way that the game is. I mean, you look at how long USA had control of that compound, and then it was just one fight that went kind of awkward with Thailand that caused them to just go down, and they unfortunately didn't even get a lot of kills out of that.
No, they didn't, and it's just kind of been a story of the tournament for some of these teams where positions have been good. Here's a little look at the Kickstart C4. There's a great C4, right?
It was. He could have gotten so much more. The problem is he hit that building. He had to reposition, but he was out of time. And then, Kiss just with 1 HP getting it on Shrimsy, but that was the game. That knock from X-Left was 100% what was China's path to victory.
And X-Left was just keeping all the attention on him.